What's going on, guys? Dave here at the Reef Aquarium shop in Indianapolis, Indiana. Today we are going to quickly talk about cyano algae. Alright, so you're probably here because you have a fish tank that has cyano algae in it. It will look like a slime, and this can be blue, green, brown, red. Now this happens in both saltwater and freshwater. The treatment is essentially the same. First things first, what is it? Cyanoalgae is not an algae at all. In fact, it's a bacteria that is photosynthetic. That means that it feeds on light, which makes it different from any other bacteria. Cyanobacteria are super resilient, which is why they're one of the oldest organisms on Earth. You can get cyano in new tanks, you can get it in existing tanks that have been running for a while. So if you look online, you're going to find out that there's a lot of theories as to why it happens, and there's also a lot of theories as to how to treat it. The one thing that we can definitively gather from all the information out there on cyanobacteria is that nobody really knows why they happen or how to truly treat it. So high nitrates, low nitrates, phosphates, and a myriad of other things are said to contribute to this cyano. Remedies for this range from natural to dosing with antibiotics. That can get super overwhelming. To get rid of cyanobacteria naturally, the first thing I do is test your water. Basically, on your nitrates, anything above 0 is fantastic, but we do not want to go high on those nitrates. First thing you want to do to treat cyanobacteria outbreak is to start doing some frequent water changes. You're probably going to notice that cyano starts to develop in the lowest flow area of the tank. The second thing we will do is just simply add flow to the area that you're having issues. In addition to those two things, you just start kicking bacteria into the tank. Since cyano is a bacteria, it is competing with your beneficial bacterias in the tank. Add some sort of bacterial supplement such as seed or Microbacter 7. Boost your beneficial bacterias to compete with the ones that are not beneficial, like the cyano. Now, doing this is going to take patience. When cyano has outcompeted your beneficial bacterias, that will have taken weeks to months to have accomplished, and to get the beneficial bacterias to recompete back, that's also going to take a couple weeks to a couple months to accomplish. We're playing the slow game, but it is the most effective method. That is the natural way to get rid of cyano. If it's just an extra tough case, we might need to progress on to chemicals. So chemicals, there's a couple that we really enjoy. The first being ChemiClean. That is at least advertised for saltwater, but it can absolutely be used in freshwater application. Apparently a form of antibiotic, but much less harmful than general antibiotics are going to be. General antibiotics can be harmful for a lot of different reasons, both in your contained environment and our environment as a whole. Another good one that we typically will carry is called Slime Away. It is actually a biodegradable, all-natural solution that also works both in saltwater and freshwater. The last resort method, dosing with erythromycin. This does need to be used as a last resort, and quite sparingly. I'm going to half dose it and double the time in between the doses. If you are at your wit's end, you've tried the natural methods, they are not working for you, you have practiced your patience, and it's just not doing anything, that's when you would use solutions like that, in my opinion. Try going the natural way first. It's honestly the most effective and easiest way to get rid of the algae at its source. All your other chemicals are basically just treating the symptom. Again, there is much debate as to why this shows up in our tanks. We don't even know exactly what does cause it. We have some good educated guesses, but nothing concrete. Your full plan of action. You see some cyano in your tank. Test your water. Do a water change. Add flow to the tank. Boost your beneficial bacteria. As a last resort, if you have to, use some antibiotics, but half dose them. So that is my spiel on cyano. If you got some good information off this video, give it a like. If you want more content like this, subscribe to the channel and be sure you're gonna hit that bell notification to let you know every time we post new content so you don't miss anything. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.